before I go to the next map, I'm just going to go over a few of the classes that we have. Because I really didn't go over them. Let's start over here with our waiting room guys. So we have the fighters. The fighters are complete trash. This is just the base male class. We want to upgrade these guys as soon as possible, so nothing really remarkable about them. They've got resistances. Who cares? They attack in the front. They're front row fighters. But we want to, as soon as possible, get them into another class, whether it's going to be a wizard or a knight or what have you. We do have Arnold and Matt the Knight here. These are technically one of the things that I would want to upgrade to. They're going to be in your front row because they have better resistances than your fighter. Better stat growth as well. So they're getting more HPs, they're getting more strength. Better frontline fighters. So that's what they're good for. Outside of that, there's not much to say about them. Turn your fighters into knights if you so feel, if you choose to want to do that. If you need something to hold out the front line so that you have guys protecting you guys in the back line to function better in the back row, this is one of your go-tos. Now, we do have the Amazon, which is also the base female class. Just like the fighter, we want to upgrade as soon as possible into another class. Whatever it's going to be, doesn't matter. As soon as you meet the requirements, go ahead and do that. No real reason to keep an Amazon around. Then we have Beast Tamers, which are an alternative to a knight. It might actually be better than actually turning into a knight. These guys are level 7. These guys are level 5. I believe that they either get the same or a little higher on the strength growth rate, but outside of that, not much. They do perform just the same in the back row as they do in the front row, so you could probably put them in either row. Might have better HP growth too, but supposedly, and I looked this up, this is probably why I don't notice it. They're supposed to improve your beast units, which I'll get to. But apparently it's only like a +4 to their strength or something, which is why I probably don't notice it. Because by in-game, a +4 into your strength is just noise. Doesn't really matter. That's like +1 to your damage and -1 to your damage taken. So you're probably not going to notice that. So it's just a really an early game thing that would help out your beast classes. I guess I have to go back to get to the other one. Wizards, you can only get these with a male. Most of the classes are actually male classes. I don't know why they have such a disparity. I'm so used to like Final Fantasy Tactics where either gender could be any class that you want. Now, is that a good idea? Maybe not, because the guys tend to make better melee units and the women make better casters because the way that stat growth works in that game. But these guys are your magic units. Keep them in the back row at all costs because in the front row they just try to smack things with their sticks and they're not very effective. And they try to choose the best magic spell for the situation. I believe... Yeah, there's 6 elements of the game, so they get 5 out of 6 elements. You got your typical fire, ice, and cold from Dungeons and Dragons. Because, like I said in an earlier episode, everything leads back to Dungeons and Dragons, whether it's Final Fantasy, whether it's Dragon Quest, or this. They seem to have been huge tabletop fans over in Japan. But yeah, you have fire, cold, ice. Well, that's kind of redundant. Fire, cold, and thunder. And then physical, and Dark. Physical is Tornado, and Dark is Nightmare, so if you need a little help. Now they can't actually attack the Holy alignment, so they're kind of not good against undead. They can't damage them. But yeah, you really want to, instead of going for a strength build on this, you want an agility and an imp build. Best casters are the ones that go first in the battle, drop their spell, and then you just need your melee units to clean up. We have Hellhounds here. This is kind of a middling unit. We have Aegis the Hellhound and Ellis the Hellhound. They're doggies. They're good for moving over mountains. They get 3 dashes in the front, though. Pretty high strength, but in my test run, once I got towards the end of the game, they were actually quite a bit weaker than any of my other units, so that kind of falls off. Wow, they have high agility, too. High strength and agility, so yeah, they could be a reliable large unit if you want to put them out there and taking less damage. But they do fall off as the game goes on, unfortunately. Kind of like them, but octopuses I will talk about later. Hawkmen, not really a good unit in my opinion. You want to stick with like your knights and stuff. They do have the low sky type movement, so they have that going for them. But outside of that, one thing is that there are a few maps where you can fight out in the sky, and since that's their favorite terrain, they will perform better there. But outside of those maps, it's better to just have like a knight or a samurai unit, because yeah, these when you're on your favorite terrain, you do more damage and you take less damage. So, but there's just so few maps where you can fight an enemy out on the open sky. And another thing is that if you lose your flying unit in those maps and no longer have them, and you get to the point where a battle is either won or lost, and you get pushed out into the open sky area, if you don't have a flying unit, that's just, that entire unit gets wiped out at that point. So this could help them avoid that, I guess. We have Kristoff the Devil, which is in my opinion, a far better unit than the Hawkman. They also have the low sky type, so they perform well out in the air. But they're casters. Don't let the 2 cleaves in the front fool you. This is a much better caster class. They get the 1 dark attack in the back, and these guys are really good against things that take a lot of damage from holy, like your clerics, and I'm not sure. Maybe in like a I want to say unaffiliated. What the hell do they call them in this game? Yeah, I'll just go with unaffiliated for right now. In those kinds of battles, I think in the next map I'm going to be able to fight an angel that way. And those guys are weak against Nightmare. Now, at the same time, the angels are good against the devils, so they kind of offset each other. Well, if they're attacking each other. But these guys are very evil, so they perform way better at night. It's just, if you're going to make an evil unit, just slap this guy in there. They'll be dealing some good Nightmare damage from the back. Good for killing enemy clerics. I actually like this class a lot, just because they have the low sky type and are a back row caster. We do have our base chicken here. There's nothing too remarkable about these guys. They get 2 charges in the front. I would just say put them in the back, because Windstorm is a multi-target attack that does physical damage. So they're good against your wizards, your clerics. Later when we get witches opened up, anything that's going to take more damage gets physical. these guys are good against. But really, if you're going to use these guys, it's for their high sky type unit, which is the best movement type in the game. And then we have worms. I believe, actually, I'm going to put this guy in the opinion leaders group because they kind of messed up this worm here. So I'm just going to flat out remove him because he's gone straight to the dark side. I prefer having the worm in the opinion leaders party because they have a lot more strength. They have pretty good agility, so you can put them in the middle and they just start eating damage. I'm going to put a defensive item on him as soon as I can find it. Find a good one at least. And he's just going to eat all the damage for this group. So, yeah, I'm going to remove him though because I do want the opinion leaders group to be a liberation unit, and for that I have to have high alignment. So I'm going to add that other worm, and since he is a lower level, he'll probably get high alignment. Unfortunate. Not going to be doing much fighting with my opinion leader here. Opinion leader, it's hard to tell. This guy or girl in this playthrough is a physical type attacker, so I'm going to have low int. I'm going to be taking more damage from magic than I am from physical, so I'm going to have really high strength by the end of the game. And I think I checked my test run for the SNES version, and I had around 230 strength around the end, so yeah, that's really high. You get 3 slashes in the front with this, which is just excellent for mowing down your normal encounters, and then Sonic Boom in the back, which is a physical type attack. Just target right to the leader with that. It's a really good build, but then I'm not going to speak for the Thunder Flare because I'm not sure. I think that is a hybrid where you have a mix between strength and int, but well, I did choose the Holy One for the other episode 3, so you got to see that. I believe that and the I want to say Phantom Lord are both int-based casters, so good for that. If you chose the high alignment Lord, then you're really good in the daytime, and actually with having Banish, you can take out Undead without having a Holy Weapon, but I don't find that to be too much of an issue, because I'll be picking up a Holy Weapon in a couple maps from now. I have to remember that I'm not going there immediately, because I'm trying to recruit a party member, and I need to take my reputation. So, yeah, I really like this physical build. It's good for... Probably not going to be seeing much combat out of her for the next couple of maps, because I need to watch that so I don't take my alignment, so I can get the best ending. But yeah, really, really good. Samurai, this is more or less just the same as the Knight. The only difference is that they get the Sonic Boom in the back, so they're better against bosses. You could actually, like with Knights, you just want to leave them in the front row. That's pretty much all you want to do. So they're just tanks. That's all they're going to do. Samurai is basically just the same as the Knight, with an additional attack that can be targeted right towards the leader. So they're a little bit more useful in that regard, in my opinion. That's why I put the Samurai in this group instead of just another Knight, because I can just target. Clerics are just the bread and butter. Actually, I could probably upgrade this cleric. So yeah, clerics have the Godly Brand in the front, and in the back they have healing. So I want one of these in almost every group. There's going to be a few groups where I don't have clerics, and that's just because they're going to be so overwhelming, and I can just plop them on a city, let them sit there, they'll get the regen from the city, they don't need the cleric to heal them. But every other group, a cleric is just going to be good to have, because A, they're going to heal, and B, they're going to be able to take out undead. So if I encounter an undead unit, I can actually take out the undead with the healing, and then get some soft stuff in the back, like the leader unit, because the undead cannot actually lead the unit. So I want one of these, but let's upgrade. Upgrade, where is it? Change class, upgrade to Priestess. I believe the resistances go up a little, but unfortunately with most of these caster classes, you don't get any better growth for their int. Like, they're all just 4 to 6 at level up, so you don't really have to worry about that. The upgrade does give them better resistances. To be honest, the cleric line has some of the worst resistances in the game, so I'm not even worried about that. If an enemy is able to target them, then that cleric is in real trouble. But most of the time, them just sitting in the back row, they're safe. A few things like bosses, dragons can actually target them, but we upgraded to the Priestess, and this gives us 3 healings, so that's a lot more healings. More utility, I can just get 2 healings out of it if I encounter an undead group. Godly Brand, you'll probably see it from the enemies. I don't know if you've already seen it, that there's a cleric in the front row or something. But I'm like 100% not interested in that because A, you have to put your cleric in the front row, and they have terror bad resistances. They will just get torn up there, and it's a single target holy attack, so unless it's like undead or they're a demon or something that's going to take additional damage from holy, there's no point. Actually, I'm just going to say there's no point. Don't put them in the front row. Forget Godly Brand even exists. Just let them use their healing then to heal the other people to do stuff. Yeah, we know. Yeah, this is the upgraded chicken, and this gets Petrified Breath, which seems to work better than the PlayStation version. I don't know if it works as well as in the SNES version or whatever. Petrified Breath is actually pretty solid. If you petrify somebody, they get disabled, they can't attack, which saves damage on your group, which makes it more likely that you're going to win. I believe this is a physical attack as well, so it's using the strength and not the intelligence. This can also take out undead, which is good. It's one of the few abilities outside of healing and holy weapons that'll take it. There's another ability that surprisingly will take out undead, but I will cover that when I actually get a unit that does have it. But technically, I do not need the cleric in this group now. I will have this priestess here just because it's a good idea. Same thing with the other chicken. The high sky typing is just the best movement, and I want to make this into a liberation unit. But it looks like your alignment is tanked a little, so we need to get these guys better alignment. Yeah, these last couple of maps have really hurt them, so I need to get them under leveled. Probably when they have enemies that are level 13 or 14, I'll start having them encounter again. I'll speak about that name in the next map, but funny enough, the dev team for Ogre Battle went on to do Final Fantasy XII, and surprise, there is a character named Ash there as well. Of course, Ash is a female in that game and is the Princess of Dalmasca, but they kind of reuse things, if you will. There's a few favorite things that they like to use over and over again, and kind of like they keep rewriting the same story, only a little bit different each time. I'll get to that as we get farther along in the game. Oh yeah, the cancel button. Oh, we have a skeleton in this group. Oh, that's the wrong button. Oh yeah, our wizards with Warren. We do have a skeleton in this group. Actually, I will save the skeletons for a little later. Don't want to really talk about them right now because I can talk to you about them after this stage because reasons. Okay, we have Sullivan the Doll Master over here. Doll Masters are, I don't know, construct masters. They're kind of like the cleric. You just cleric and the wizard. You just want to leave them in the back row. They're a caster class. If you put them in the front row, this Inspire, I don't know what they mean by Inspire in this translation, but it just attacks them with the doll that you see right there. They're not a melee unit, so just leave them in the back row. You get the Acid Cloud. The Acid Cloud is a physical attack that is multi-target, so that's much better than using Inspire. Same thing as with the Beastmasters. If they're in a group with a Golem, I'm just gonna skip the base Golem. I'll probably put the stats up right here, but they are not as good as what I have right here. The Stone Golem, excellent class, eats damage. It's a tank. I don't need to care about the damage it does because it has really low agility. It's probably gonna miss. Does get 3 attacks in the front, though. I'm gonna put that out there. 2 attacks in the back. Don't really care about this. Get an item, get a defensive item that has really good physical or whatever on it. My personal favorite is the Fire Shield because that actually gives them extra fire resistance. And this is going to be super important for the last place Golem, which I don't believe I'll get for quite a while, actually. But he's a tank. He's going to keep the guys in the back safe, so I want him in the center front. They have low HPs. They are semi-susceptible to magic. The final Golem, really good tank. Valkyrie's here. Very good class, actually. This is the the female classes really don't have many classes they can upgrade into. There's the Cleric, there's the Witch, and I think the Valkyrie is the only other one. I want to say there's 4 classes, and I'm just not remembering the other one. But not really going to talk about the Witch right now, because it's going to be a little later when I actually get a character that is a Witch that I'll talk about. But Valkyrie is supposed to be the damage dealing one. So as soon as you have the option to upgrade your Amazon and you want to upgrade them, my recommendation, if you want a damage-focused one, it doesn't really matter where you put them. Well, I guess it does because most of the female units are int-based, and the front row is a strength-based attack, and the back row is an int-based attack. And I much prefer the back row attack because you can target that to like a leader unit or something. And if they're in the front row, they're just a tank, like a knight. So honestly, much better in the back. Lightning is a thunder elemental damage, which can be targeted. It's single target, and it's actually pretty good. I think lightning is probably the best element in the game. Most of the enemies have the least resistance against it, is what I want to say, but I could be wrong on that. Also, they can lead groups, so there's that. That's a Cleric, we've already gone over that. Canopus is the upgrade to the Eagle Man, and that is a Vartan, or, well, I should have said Hawk Man. They call it Eagle Man in the SNES. This is the more good aligned. Don't really care. Pretty much the same thing I said about the Hawk Man. I don't really need to go over this kid. We already talked about these other classes. So that brings us down here. I didn't really get to talk about these guys much last time. We have Schneider, our vampire, who is the unit leader, and I put him front and center. Now, you do get charm attacks in the back, and it's okay. It just confuses the enemy and makes them attack themselves or another person in the unit, but honestly, the vampire is one of the better tanks in the game, so I'd rather have him up front. Light Force, they just that's a life drain. It's just draining. This allows them to do damage to the enemy and restore their own HP. It is int based, so I might have made this guy a vampire a little too late because I should have used one of the lower level ones, but I was basing it off of name. But it doesn't really matter. He's still a good tank. The only thing that really messes him up is holy damage. So. And that doesn't even really matter, because I have this Amazon back here that I equipped with a holy weapon in case we run into undead, so that she can pump charisma and alignment, so that she can become a cleric at level 4 and heal this guy. And then we have Martin and Ted the were-tiger and the werewolf. Now, I would suggest going with 2 werewolves, but I'm just doing this for shits and giggles. It doesn't really matter. Were-tigers have higher stats, if you will, than the werewolf, but the werewolves do get additional attacks. I just wanted to mix it up a little. Their base attacks for both of them are dark elemental, so This is the unit that I'm going to be using to just beat the encounters so that I don't fuck up my alignment with the other classes, and I'm able to just clear out all the enemy units in battles. I'll be making, I believe, 4 of these, and I'm just going to crash their alignment. They're going to be good at fighting at night. Never going to use these guys to liberate towns because that'll just drop my reputation down. And then they'll be like, "Oh, your chaos frame is at 0 now." They just don't really like you marching into town with vampires and werewolves and all these lycanthropes. One of the cool thing about this version is that during the daytime, when they're not transformed, they actually do have a different color as a fighter, just to show that they are lycanthropes. Vampire, also during the daytime, is just a coffin that can't actually hurt things, but they have 100 resistance in everything except holy. So they're even better tanks during the daytime, but it's just funny. This group will actually perform the best at nighttime. And I left the 5th slot. I will add a 5th member in this, probably in this map that's upcoming, as one of these wizards when I get them up to probably around level 8-ish or 9-ish. And I'm like, yeah, this guy is definitely going to be a success story. I will add them into this group. So, yeah. Oh, and then we have Lion over here, the Beast Tamer. Not gonna use him much. I have to use him sparingly because I have to keep him at competitive levels so that his alignment stays right. And then the same with these. Actually, I'm gonna be getting rid of these dragons later, but dragons, they're okay. They're just okay. Got Fury Blast and Fire Breath. I would be upgrading them, to be honest, but I don't really have to upgrade them because they're just going to give me upgraded dragons in other groups anyway, so it's just going to save me time. Alright, so let's go to Avalon Island. Chapter 6, The Black Knight. The Island of Avalon is the sacred seat of the Yoroshfell religion, dotted with countless churches and temples. However, the Empire never hesitated to stretch its tentacles over this symbol of peace. The Black Knight Gareth, the prince of the High Empire, had High Priestess Forrest executed to make a public example of her death. Yet the church refused to give in. Would it be possible for Gareth to bend the priests to his will? The rebels were not in any position to take any chances here. So, yeah, in the SNES version, they call him Gareth, but in my opinion, it is undoubtedly Gareth. Because the lore that they take a lot of these names from is Arthurian legends, And as you saw, Lancelot is one of the guys that has joined our group. Now, they translate that as Lance in the SNES version. I don't know why. But, there's a lot of Arthurian names in this game. And it is undoubtedly Gareth, because Gareth is one of the Knights of the Round Table, as is Lancelot. And we'll be meeting more of them later on in the game. I don't know if we meet all of them, but we do meet a good deal of them. Now, I do want to deploy Warren's unit here to eat some of the encounters up in this town. So, we will deploy you. I don't think we need Ash right now. Guess I'll deploy Canopus. I'll have Frau sit on the base. Get Canopus right there. We also get Schneider out. Yeah, we'll get Frau out. Don't think we need Lion just yet. I want to have Frau guard the base because they will be sending units around the long way that's going to attack me from behind that are going to try to take the base, so I do need somebody guarding the base. Otherwise, they're just going to go right for the city. No. So I need to seize this city. No, not you. Where's my opinion leaders group? So let's take this city and get Warren and Schneider to sit on it. Alright, we liberated the trading city Guntalk.
Liberation.
Also, the Island Avalon is from Arthurian legend too, so I'm not gonna say no. There's some correcting in Arthurian legend because it's pretty much all just fan fiction that was just added on by later and later authors. So, I got the bad fortune. Yeah, just I did talk about the Merlin movie in a previous episode, so I kind of like that where they went with that. It was a pretty good movie outside of the bad CG in it. But they kind of made Nimue a bit more sympathetic because in most of the accounts, Merlin was just like, yeah, that's some sweet booty, I want to get that. And he's going after her, and she doesn't want anything to do with him. So she eventually just is like, you know what? If you teach me everything you know, I will give up this sweet booty. And Merlin's like, hot diggity dog, I'll do that. And so he teaches her everything he knows, and so once she knows everything, she seals him, and he's never heard from again. Alright, Avalon Island is the seat of the Washfell religion. Therefore, it is a sacred land inhabited mostly by priests. The island has remained neutral since the Zenobian era. But now, even this island has fallen into the evil empire's reign. Yeah, but in that 1998 Merlin movie, it's just basically a love story between Merlin and Nimue. And she's not like, I don't want anything to do with you, man. And she doesn't trick him like that. Initially, I had thought it was like Morgan Le Fay that had tricked him because back when I was like 10, I don't know what age I really was, but somebody in the neighborhood was having a garage sale, and I just scrounged up some change because they were selling off these books for like 25 cents each. And I went over there and bought that. I got like the whole Jules Verne collection, and I got the King Arthur stories, and a few other things I can't remember. But I got a lot of books out of that. No, let's go for Kill Week, actually. Let's blow these fairies out. I don't want to, keep moving cards. Using up moon cards to get them to the front. So I probably don't even have any. And our wizards can just directly target them. Alignment up? What the hell are you talking about? Alright, so these Raven men are going clubbing. But yeah, I wanna use Warren's group first to beat some of these encounters, because I'm pretty sure I can get some levels up. And I only need one of these generic gauges to become a success story. And I should probably know this around level 8. Alright, Stainbird, you have failed me. Edbird looking very good here. Warren also looking very good. Yeah, they got a level, so I like what I'm seeing.
Fight it out.
So we're gonna continue bullying the weak here, so that we get more levels. Hopefully they line down in charisma up. I love what I'm seeing. Alright, keep it up. You have to be the worst wizard in the history of ever. Why is his alignment going up? Alright, no, I don't wanna target the leader anymore. Still the strong dude. But yeah, I got those books, and I spent the entire summer reading them. And I got my whole thing on the Arthurian Legends is kind of shaky though, because I haven't really read it since then. Oh Lord and Lord, they got ghosts. I guess that's okay. We can just kill off their leader unit, and actually they'll probably push us back because he's probably upgraded because he's a different color. Unless we somehow killed him before he gets an action. Nope, he missed there, so we can count that out. He's going to attack us, damage every single one of us, and win the encounter. Because the upgraded wizard has a multi-target attack. And this is why I want to upgrade him. Lineman up. Oh, you know what? That could be okay. Probably because he's higher level. But yeah, since we can't hurt these ghosts, it's gonna suck for us. But at the same time, they're gonna get pushed back. Alright, let's get back up in here. Alright, we encountered the enemy. That's all I want to see. Oh yeah, it's this group as well. I mean, I'm not really gonna have much of an issue here. This placeholder knight. Just gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do with this guy, because I'm eventually just gonna disband this group and it's gonna look entirely different. Like, I'm gonna keep the group itself, but I'm gonna pull almost everybody out of it. Put them in different groups. Oh no! Ah, damn it. Damn it. He's gonna get away. Alright, so, are we level 8 yet? Alright, Warren is looking like a success story here. 63 charisma and 23 alignment. Edinburgh also a success story, so liking what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna make this guy down here the group leader, because he has kind of failed. His alignment is way too high, so he won't be able to upgrade. So what I'm gonna do is, yeah, let's change leader. We'll make Stainbird a leader. Because I want to use this command, which is only available when two groups are nearby. And I'm going to throw Warren over here into this group. And he will be our wizard over here. And then I'm going to send this other group back home because I don't need them anymore. So yeah, good stuff. I will send Canopus up here to eat some encounters. Probably get him around level 10. I'm gonna flee as soon as this encounter happens.
Fight it out.
Because I don't need this group at all anymore. Let's get the hell out of here. That's scary. Alright, let's send them back. Get them off the field entirely. And have them fight Schneider. Dark Schneider's units at nighttime. Optimal, huh? No, we're just gonna kill Strong. So yeah, Warren will be our wizard in this group, and he'll do pretty good. And our Were-Tiger and Werewolf are hitting these angels with dark damage, and they have nighttime advantage. So unfortunately, their banish attack is holy, so it will mess me up a little. And our Amazon is not a cleric quite yet. Has a holy weapon equipped, attacking a holy unit, so yeah, of course her damage is going to be really crappy. But I will almost assuredly win this encounter, unless some misses are generated. Oh, look at that! That life grade was good. That cleric is, that's a priestess, actually. She's regretting her life choices coming in here. Yeah, we'll send them back.
Fight it out.
Oh, this group again. Alright, I do need that undead group to come back, or another one to show up so that my Amazon can start killing those undead so that she can upgrade ASAP into a cleric. Because although I'm pretty confident in this group, there's always going to be a curveball thrown at you. I mean, there's nothing like if I had a group of just undead, where they could throw a bunch of priests or angels here, and this group would tear up an undead unit. I would be in big trouble if I rolled up on this group. Alright, you actually have to get kills though, so the Canopus encounters are nice. So let's just get a few levels for Canopus and then send them away. Send them back to base to get the dog out. And then just go hunt for buried treasure. Taking your alignment, huh? That's an interesting choice. Not sure that matters much for Gilbert. I think I will just easily be able to promote him to the upgraded Beastmaster. No upgrades for Canopus, though. Once you go to the Vartan, which is the upgrade for Hawkman, you're stuck there for the rest of the game. Now, the other path for Hawkman is the Raven Man, and I will probably not use those guys at all. I just don't see the point. One Hawk dude is enough.
Fight it out.
But yeah, I think I should just put a chart of all those Knights of the Round Table up here, all their names, so that you know what they are. Gareth is one of the Knights of the Round Table who served under King Arthur, and I'm pretty sure King Gran in this game is supposed to be King Arthur. Don't quote me 100% on that, but I think he is supposed to be. But yeah, I don't know why they decided that Gareth was going to be such a shithead in this game. He's going to be a recurring enemy that we fight over and over again. Who's the guy in Final Fantasy Tactics? Fight over and over again. I know you have a couple of battles with what's the Gafgarion? I don't know what they changed it to in the PSP remake. Hopefully someday they come up with that rumored remake for Final Fantasy Tactics and I'm able to play that on the PC, but I'm just gonna be waiting for that for a long time. They are really laying into this cleric. Now there's a couple battles with them, but you wipe them out. Wiglaf does come back, but they promptly all get dealt with.
Fight it out.
So yeah, I don't know if there's a real equivalent. Oh, they have a dragon. Oh my. That's scary. Not really. That's interesting. Nightmare is his weakness. So this guy is weakest to Dark Element. You leave my wizard alone. Yeah, I would really like that ghost unit to roll up again. Should we kill at least 2 of them? Which will give her some alignment and charisma boosts. Wow. She is really bad, actually. But again, she's probably underleveled. We have won the day, or the night. I don't know which one it is.
Fight it out.
Oh, we got this. Take that, Mr. Knight. A wasted heal. Interesting strat. Alright, yeah, that acid cloud right there should do it for us. And he missed his Suiton, so... I think ninjas are much more interesting in tactics. They can dual wield, turn invisible, throw shurikens, and they still have the elemental attack, so get those at scores. All consumable, but yeah, they're all consumable. Punch them harder. That should be your strats, Golem. He's like, you know what, I'm going after these guys.
Fight it out.
Fine by me. Alright, actually start killing these guys so I can get some XPs out of them. If all goes well, I can get the upgraded wizard class for Warren in this level. And again, I only needed one of those generic wizards to become a success story, because I'm only gonna run around with 3 wizards in my entire army. And I'll be able to pick one up later in the story as a recruit, who is probably the best wizard unit in the game. Alright, Warren is getting really messed up by this green dragon. Alright, we won that encounter too. But I'm afraid I might have to heal. Oh, I need to get more potions too. The Warren's there. Yeah, I need 12 cure potions. Wait, are these guys going back? They're scared. They're like, man, they're messing us up. Okay, this is the town that I can buy stuff with, so let's get some potions. Interestingly, in this game, you have to press the down button to increase the amount of items you can purchase at a shop. Well, Warren's going to be fully repaired by the time you guys get back, so good luck dealing with that. And maybe if they send out that undead unit, I can put this Amazon up to a cleric. And she can stop running around in her underwear. Climb down and charisma up. Blow him up. Oh, come on, dude. You could have got him. Yeah, target my tank. Bro, what the hell is wrong with you? Is she the right level yet? Yes, but she needs some more charisma to be able to promote.
Fight it out.
So, let's see what's going on here. Oh, that vampire is going to be so good once I'm able to get him a good defensive item. I don't really... I have something in mind that I used in my test run, but I don't know when and where I'm going to get it, because every item that I'm going to be getting in this game is pretty much random, because I have gotten really lucky, and I went through a test run in this stage as well, where I got exceptionally lucky and got the item to promote the Wizards into the best class as well as an item drop, but this is not going to be in this timeline continuity unless I get extremely lucky again. But I have been lucky at getting some items, like getting the Blood Spell before this stage, and getting the, well, I'm gonna use it later in this stage, once I promote Warren up to,
Fight it out.
Whatever the class is for the Wizard. Alright, thank you for your experience. Hey, stop that. Alright, level up's good. Are you able to be promoted yet? Oh, you just gained the level to be promoted, so normally I would say promote as soon as possible, but with the clerics and the wizards, it doesn't even really matter, because you're still getting the same int growth whether you promote or not. I just noticed that I was recording with my backgrounds up, so I hope you enjoyed the view. I forgot to put it in full screen. I don't do that very often either. I hope to God, because they might have. That's funny, but yeah. I'm probably going to go through some post-production, because I'm thinking, yeah, that's an Idol Master, and some of these are alphabetized, and I do have one from the franchise that is exceptionally lewd, and I would have to totally cut that out. So that's a whoops on my part. Plus, you can't see as well when I don't have it in full screen. Oh god, they won? Alright, Campus, get your ass back over there. You need some XPs. Yeah, but that's something I will have to see in post and no ghosts. Bring the ghost unit. Alright, so we do have this mermaid unit down here that's attacking us from the rear, and I knew this was going to happen because they have octopuses in their group, and those guys are ocean units. So, in order to gain their fastest speed, they're going to try to get to the terrain that they're best suited to, so they're going to go out into the ocean to move really fast there. So, they're just going to go all the way around and attack me from the rear, but fortunately, they're going to attack Prowl's group, and mermaids and octopus are weak to lightning, so they're running into somebody who's using lightning. It's not going to be a fun time for them. Also, they're going to be fighting on unfavored terrain, so they're actually going to be really bad here. Now, if you fight octopuses and mermaids out in the ocean, you're going to have the bad time. But I'll talk about them maybe a map or two from now, because I am going to employ a mermaid octopus group. Just so I could have somebody down in the comments screaming, "Oh, mermaids and octopuses suck, why are you using them?" Well, I never have any good things I never had a good time with them. So angry. But yeah, I will be using mermaids and octopuses. I think maybe the base mermaid isn't that great, but the upgrade is. But they are fighting outside of their favorite terrain, and so they are very bad, and we will crush them because we have their weakness.
Fight it out.
Where'd that ghost unit go? Because now this is looking unfavorable for my Amazon's intro. Because I don't think they get quite as good intro as a cleric would. Although with this group, does it really matter to have the best healing? Absolute best healing. Oh, that might do it. Nice. But watch me look at her stats, and it's like, oh, you got to get one more point. Alright, so I think I need to get another level with you. Oh, nope, we got it. So 2 levels late, but better late than never. Alright, so yeah, we can become a witch. Not really interested, but now we have a cleric. We're looking pretty good with this group. It's a pretty solid group now. Let's go, Canopus. Try to get some XPs. It's supposed to be a fresh group. Alright, a solid win there.
Fight it out.
We have to fight that out. Alright, I might have to do a little bit of manipulation here so that we don't pull off the group leader before pulling off the octopus, because I don't want them to just run back to home base and get new units and then come back. I think there's only like 2 or 3 of these units. Alright, take your alignment and charisma. You don't care about that at all. Alright, this is good. Hopefully this mermaid is just very brave and is like, oh well, never mind, our iron golem just wasted her. Excelente. Alright, can opener back in position.
Fight it out.
I'm very interested that Gilbert keeps taking his alignment. But then again, these are angels, so they're very holy and very good. So it's not good to be killing them. How bad is his alignment? Is it going to go down way too low that I can't promote him into a Beastmaster? I don't want that to happen either. Oh, we're doing better. Eat them, doggy. I don't know. Is angel meat very good? They're going to have some interesting dialogue here anyway.
Fight it out.
Well, at least when I start liberating the towns. Yet Canopus gets alignment up for butchering an angel. What's the deal here? Gilbert alignment down. Canopus alignment up. Make it make sense. I don't think he's a very much higher level either. I disapprove of that healing. You need to stop it. Alright, are you able to promote? Alright, we're level 9. Level 8. Okay, he's not taking his alignment as badly as I thought. So, okay. But I think I had to get him to like level 12. Alright, you're still only level 8.
Fight it out.
Probably gonna send them back to base after this battle. Let my evil unit eat the rest of the encounters. Got rid of the cleric, so there's not much they can do. Alignment down and charisma up. Level up. Okay. We got a dinner bell. So, no chance of promotion yet. I think it's like level 12. Yeah. He'd become a fighter, though. But I'm going to keep him as the Beast Tamer class and the promotion for the rest of the game. Alright, we're just going to send you home. Might need you to eat a little in the next stage anyway. Alright, let's get up a little bit. Put the doggy away. Alright, you. Fairies, okay. You. Alright, the ghost unit, okay. This is what I was looking for.
Fight it out.
My cleric is going to be eating good as soon as they get down here. This kill weak so I can get these guys in the back. Actually, not sure if Warren is going to do very well at that. Yeah, they have kind of a, I don't know, green or teal color to them as the lycanthropes to distinguish them as different from your normal fighter. You know something's up with them. Whereas the normal fighter's just like a plain gray. At least I think it is. Unless my eyes are just playing tricks on me. I should probably check after this battle, because I can probably just go into the status screen and be like, yeah. Excellent. Well, I think that's the case. Oh, they won't let me see in the... Like here where they show them in the portrait down there. They won't let me see that in the waiting room. You know, I took Warren out of this one group, so I'll just add, like, Roland to that wizard group just to see. No, I chose add, you fuckfaces. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna register that unit. Alright, yeah, see, they're like gray. So we got like a greenish lycanthrope color.
Fight it out.
And Warren is just gonna keep mowing through these fairies, so I like what I'm seeing. I'll get a fairy unit myself later in the game, but that blown kiss is like a +8 to strength. And defense. I think it's raising your resistances and not raising your defense, because strength and defense are just the same thing. So I think it's a +8 to your strength, which is like 2 damage and 2 less damage taken. And then +8 to your defense, but don't quote me on that because I could be wrong. It's just a buff. But the bad thing about it is that the fairies are sometimes lobotomized and just apply it to the wrong character. Like you want them to give it to your front row fighters.
Fight it out.
Oh, we got you this time, Mr. Wizard. You cannot hide from us. Kablamo. Alright. That's probably a huge alignment and charisma boost for that cleric there, which will make it very easy for her to go up to priestess when she gets to level 10. And soon Warren will be able to do that as well. How in the world? Okay, that's one of the exceptions that I was talking about earlier in the game. You get your ass cheeks totally blown out, and you still win the encounter.
Fight it out.
No, we're gonna go for weak. That fairy. It's all because you missed that one undead. You had 2 chances to do it, and you failed both times on priest. It's okay, they'll come back and we'll get them next time. Coffin, best take in the game. You can't even touch it. Alright, but is Warren ready to promote yet? I think he got a level up in the last battle. I think. Okay, yeah, he's level 10. He needs to promote now because his alignment is about to tank under 10, so let's promote him. So we could turn him, and I believe this is pronounced Goishik. I think it's from Goisha, and it's the only thing that makes sense to me. But I don't want to pronounce that in the entire game. We could promote them to this, so I'm just going to call them goatees from now on, because, you know, they have to be very evil to do this, and in every show, when they want to show that, like, somebody is evil, they just give them a goatee. So these guys are now goatees. So we'll do that, and he changes color, and let's see, it does look like, at first, if you don't know what you're looking at, that this is a devotion, because his magic goes down to 1 instead of 2. But what happens is that it's a multi-target attack now, so this is why I wanted to promote them, and these guys are very tough to promote. But it looks like I've succeeded with 2 of them, and that's all I need to do is get a Warren and a generic to succeed. So I'm doing very good in the game right now. So we got that. And so I will show this off real quick. And how this works with the multi-target is that since the spell they choose is going to be based on the weakness of whatever you're targeting, it's going to go off when he rolls up on his turn. He's going to look at this, be like, okay, where am I targeting? Am I trying to get the guy with the best class compatibility, the highest HP? Am I going for the leader or the guy with the lowest HP? He's going to pick the weakness based on that. So there can be a circumstance where you're going after like the strongest, the guy with the highest HP, and unfortunately he picks something that that guy is weak against, but the rest of the group is really strong against. So that can happen. So yeah, we get Acid Cloud here, which is physical. Same thing that the Dull Master has. Let's see. The Flame Ball turns into Firewall, which was shown earlier. Blizzard as well, I believe that came in. And Thunder Flare's Lightning. Now, I don't know what the Darkness attack is called in this translation patch. It's called Phantom in the SNES version, and it looks really sweet.
Fight it
but I don't know what it's going to be called. If it's a Darkness Elemental, then he's going to choose that one. But yeah, these guys are apparently weak to physical attacks. But yeah, that's definitely improvement, because I can hit everybody in the group with his magic attack. And since we have this vampire inside of a coffin, he is like pretty much immune to everything they're throwing at him. Now, though, I have this. They told me if I use this on a Goishik, something will happen. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that on Warren, because he is now a Goishik. And once I do that, he will change into a Necromancer. For whatever reason, they call this a sorcerer in the SNES, but there's still clues within it. It'll say like blah 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 when you pull up the help. So we're gonna do that. He changes color again, and that's actually fantastic. And we didn't lose any money on taxes, so that's great. Even though I've only liberated 1 city, so once he becomes a Necromancer, he gets 2 uses of the magic, so he's even better. Yeah, great promotion here. Probably one of the best promotions in the game. So yeah, he uses multi-target weak attack 2 times per battle now, so that's great. Also, you know, with the Goishik and the Necromancer, his resistances go up, but you just want to keep him in the back row. So, with him getting... At this point, once I promote him to a Goishik, I don't have to care about his charisma and alignment. I'm just going to tank them entirely.
Fight it out.
No need to worry about it at all. don't really need to focus on leader here. And you're probably going to end up with max charisma and alignment, at least. That don't matter to me. I have the superior mage. One thing to note is that there's no real hurry to promote them at like level 10 immediately, because the main stat that they're using into is just the same. Oh my god, he still won? Alright, so we gotta get our coffin back up there, because this guy... This is an annoying thing about undead units. I mean, we're gonna wipe this guy out, but... Only you were stronger, Warren. You could have taken him out immediately. Is this cleric able to promote up to a priestess yet? Two more levels. Yeah, she's got max charisma in the line right now, so... Once we get her up to the level that she can promote to the highest healer, she can do that as well. You only need 73 charisma and alignment for that. Alright, so... I'm wary of things coming up this way, because I just don't want my opinion leader fighting any battles at all. Because what level are these guys? Blackburn the Knight, Kimberly the Ninja, Hound, Donovan the Ninja, Emilio the Knight, and Huber the Knight. Okay, I don't know, David's a dude, so... Well, at least we don't have a case of Linus the Demon coming after us. Oh, it's called Dark Quest in this? Oh, probably because the knights are weak to Dark Elemental. Dark Quest. Okay. I think that's one place where the SNES version got it better. Now that being said, the SNES translation is still a mess. And that's just par for the course for translations back in the 90s, because they probably just locked the dude in the broom closet, told him he had 3 days to pump out the entire thing, and he had to do that, or else he wouldn't be able to see his family again. And so he just slapped together whatever he or she just slapped together the best they could.
Fight it out.
End of story. But yeah, it's not a good translation. That's okay, we can just take our alignment entirely down. We don't have to worry about that, because there are no more charisma and alignment-based promotions for the wizard class once you become a Goetia. Or a goatee. Like when you're watching a Star Trek episode and they're like, yeah, they're coming from the mirror universe, and we need to know whether they're good or bad, so we'll just slap a goatee on the bad guys, and you'll know that. One other thing, to change leader. If you have a necromancer in the lead, and I believe I don't even have to be on a town for this. You have the necromancer in the lead. You could just recruit skeletons and ghosts anywhere you'll want to. So I will be using this after I do this to get some more skeletons and ghosts. But you don't have to be on town to do that. With everything else, you have to be in a town to be able to recruit a different character. Oh, mermaid unit coming for us. But yeah, I'm not gonna leave Warren as the unit leader for this one. So let's just change back to the vampire, because the vampire is very classy and cool. And he leads from the front. Just look at his cape, he's so dashing.
Fight it out.
No, we don't want to kill Elite, we want to go for the strong ones. Not today, Octopus Group. Alright, so things are starting to come together for my army. Those first few maps are real struggle bus stuff. I should be able to repair the alignment on Lancelot and my opinion leaders groups so that I can turn them into real liberation units that are just going to make my reputation go sky high when I need to. In future maps at least, but not here, because I think they're like level 11. It would still tank their alignment. Yeah, punch them right in the gut. Alright, we want to go for the weak ones now. Iron Golem just tanking. Still on the lookout for
Fight it out.
bad guys. Alright, we might be able to wipe them out in this battle. Depends on how things go with my golem, because he could, decide to miss. Nope, he just one-shot that octopus in its face. Well, not one-shot, he was definitely damaged, so... Alright, did we get it? Alright, we got it. We have won the battle, and the day, and the night, and everything in between. Alright, what about this guy? And you? Bringing some ghosts? Oh shit, there they are. I knew you were going to try to pull some shenanigans. Alright, I don't want to fight you. Yeah, you're coming in with the chicken unit. Can't fool me.
Fight it out.
Late? This late-coming chicken unit is just trying to take my opinion leader's alignment. And I'm like, nope, you ain't gonna fool me. Alright. Knights are weak against the darkness, so my werewolves are gonna do very well. And depending, does my mage get another action in this battle? I'm not sure if he went twice yet. Oh, there's Thunder Flare. There you go. Oh, we took the leader out. That's not good. Who I chase? I don't think I chase because they got more guys coming in. Oh, fuck.
Fight it out.
Alright, we will get you. Unless my cleric fails to kill off the undead, but I don't see that happening. She's been piling on some levels. She might miss. We'll lose the battle, and that'll suck because he gets his one action, which just wins them the battle. Unless I wipe them out. Jerk. Come on. Come on. You got this, cleric. Alright, we won. And she should be able to promote now. So this group is doing very well. To Priestess, yes please. She's like, okay, I'll go after the vampires.
Fight it out.
And we should wipe this group out very easily. I don't think there's much that they can... I don't think there's anything that they have to offer as a challenge to my evil children of the night. I have to thank our Bella Lugosi's for that. Oh, he wanted to make some roast chicken. Alright, excellent strats there, Warren. Just preheat the oven to 450 degrees, put the chicken inside, and cook it. I don't know what herbs and spices we're using right now. I'm gonna make lemon chicken. Lemon chicken is good. Alright, way to go. So that just leaves this unit that ran off, and you. Are there going to be any more mermaid units? Ooh, oh, shit!
Fight it out.
Wow, they went with a real bait there. I thought they were going right for my opinion leader there for a second, and I was like too slow to react. Was scary, man. Yeah, I can't really have my leader fight. If she fights, her alignment and charisma are gonna completely tank, and I need my charisma. Well, I don't really need it, because your opinion leader cannot promote in any class, and we'll just be that for the rest of the game. But as the opinion leader has to be the leader of that unit, you can't change at all. Oh, Schneider's gonna get them. Devour them, my evil children of the night. But whoever's the leader, it uses the charisma of them and neutral encounters for deciding whether you convince them to join your army or not. And also, what was that item I got earlier? The persuasion spell or something? That uses the opinion leader's charisma to determine whether those guys will join your army or not. So, I actually do want to get my charisma up to 100, just so I have a really good chance. Alright, they're going for Prowl.
Fight it out.
With my evil units, I don't care, but it's kind of weird because you're always like with your vampires, they're like the most charismatic thing ever. They have like the fascination spells and stuff that charm the person into doing what they want, so that they can seduce them, so that they can eat them. Actually, I don't think my vampire is going to be the one who's getting most of the kills, so maybe he won't be taking his charisma entirely. He just gets the 2 life slots, and that's it. And that's just for his taking to keep him alive. Hey, that is illegal fire breathing. It's a bad dragon. Don't ever do that again. I wish we could have bounced him into Schneider.
Fight it out.
That would have been epic. Alright, so I think we've pretty much cleared this map out, unless there's a surprise and there's like 20 more units on their way. Well, I think I'm going to be much more aggressive and start taking cities closer to the enemy base in the upcoming maps. Because that's going to give them less space to come. And so I'm going to get the encounters a lot faster. So I'll be able to exhaust them a lot faster, if that makes any sense. Except in the maps that I'm not going to do that. There's a few. Our golem with an epic alignment draw. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to go with the vampires. If we're destined to die, we're going to do it with the vampire. And the werewolves, because they're scared. Alright, that's what I want to see. How you doing, Mr. Knight? Oh, so we still got units coming.
Fight it out.
Interesting. Yeah, I just had to play kind of defensive at the early game because of how tough it is to get the units the way I want them to get. Especially those wizards. Promoting them is not that easy. If you don't know what you're doing, you can just screw it up very easily. End up with them like very high alignment or not be paying attention and get it under 10 and then not be able to promote or just completely screw up their charisma. And then you kind of get blocked out of the best spellcaster damage in the game. Which is not fun because just having the best spellcaster damage is really good for you. You win a lot of encounters, you exhaust their army, you get rid of them. Oh no, I remember now. This guy was able to flee. Oh, we got him this time. That's right. He ran away, got a new leader, and then came back. Alright, 1, 2 minutes left? Doesn't matter if we're fighting it. Maybe we still have this. You know what? It doesn't matter because he's still going to take his fairies. And since he gets the 2 attacks, he should be able to take them out. Yeah, I really hate it when they send a unit with a leader in the front row, and then there's a bunch of things in the back row that if you end up killing off the leader, you can't get them very easily. Alright, let's go with this. It'll level up. Good stuff. I'm not seeing any more, so maybe I should just start liberating. Probably not going to be liberating enough in time for the taxes, but I'll get what I can. So we need to deploy Lancelot and start doing this. And then deploy Canopus to get the buried treasures because there's 3 on this map.
Fight it out.
Yeah, I think if I leave it on Kill Strong, even if I had wasted the leader here, that my cleric still wouldn't be able to find the ghost and would just try to heal my own wounds, which is counterproductive to me actually winning this battle. actually might be able to win this based on damage because we missed a bunch of people. Oh, we got them. Nice. And he's out, so excellent. This is a very good party at this point. Well, it's not good. It's very evil, but alignment dropped down to 1. Now they're looking good. Very, very good. Level 14 vampire. Yeah, we just cratered everybody but the priestess here. She's hanging out with some very bad dudes. Alright, so let's just start liberating. I think I've taken out every dude. Wait, where'd you come from? I don't remember you at all. Oh, hold on. There's still dudes coming. I don't want to liberate them and have them start coming after me up there. They're like, man, they took that Rossfell Temple. We need to get them off of that. Yeah, I think physical is yellow. I'm gonna go with yellow now. And we're going on our dark quest. Illegal fire breathing, don't do that. I think I do need some dark weapons for my lycanthropes here, my werewhite, my weretiger, and my werewolf. Because I don't think their attacks are dark during the day. I'll just get some really crappy +5 dark swords and just staple them to their foreheads and they'll be good.
Fight it out.
Alright, so my real plan at this point is I'll probably be able to make another evil group just by using Warren to hire some undead. But I have to keep that group away from clerics and angels and stuff. So I'll have 2, and then I'll have 3, and then 4 later in the game, and they'll just be able to eat the encounters. And everybody in the Zetagenia or whatever will be happy, and my reputation will go sky high. I'll be able to eat all the enemy units. And everybody will live happily ever after as the fairy tale sings. You get him, Warren. Alright, we win. Doesn't matter if you get an attack, you have lost this. Warren can't quite punch him out there. Just wait until I'm doing 100 damage per necro. Seriously? This fucker went? That fucker won? How? It's like I'm gonna advance. I'm gonna stop him.
Fight it out.
The full unholy powers of the knights and the necromancer and everything, and this guy still wins. What an asshole. Alright. Let's let taxes come in. And we're losing money now, so that's not good. So I think everybody's dead. this time. I think. So let's just start liberating shit. Alright, we need to take the doggy out of your unit. For mobility? Let's go. Yeah, let's just roll from north to south. Right up around here, I guess.
Liberation.
I think this guy is just going to the city over here. Alright, we got Temperance card.
Lucky.
Yeah, let's bring 2 points up. We don't need the card, though. And we found an item. Burning Band. So, you are the rebel army that cast the Empire's 4 Devas away from Zenobia. We only caught one of them. I heard all about you. Please, continue the good work for the sake of this continent. Our good work is not finished yet. We need to tax you, good people of the Island of Avalon. Alright, let's just take this city, and if you're on this, I see you coming in, so what I'm going to do is have Ash go back down so that they just don't fail on the Vampires group. And I'm going to take this city, and he'll just be sitting there if they're able to run away again. Alright, we got Justice card.
Thank you.
More HP. No. Please, defeat Gareth. When he found out that the church does not follow the orders of the Empire, he captured the High Priestess Flawless and executed her in front of the crowd as an example. Please, kill the evil knight for us. Alright, we like to kill evil guys and employ evil guys and all sorts of things with evil guys. Alright, Ash, let's go back. Don't want to fight these guys. Alright. So now we're just going to cut off his escape. You liberated the religious city of Gurza.
Liberation.
Alright, we get a priestess card, which is excellent.
Lucky.
That's alignment up, 1 point. Nah, we like to live risky. Gareth wanted to conquer the island of Avalon and spread his reign across the whole continent. And control the Rochefell faith. What if I control it, though? Alright. Liberated the holy city of Maine. Long? Maine? I don't know.
Liberation.
Alright, we're just gonna, sit there. Get the Emperor card, which is great.
Lucky.
2 points for charisma. I like what I'm seeing. The Black Knight Gareth, Prince of Highland, is now in Avalon. Gareth demanded the priesthood of Avalon would obey the Empire. Hence, they became enemies. The Rochefell Church follows the teachings of the gods, and it would never meet Gareth's commands. Even if they lose their lives, they will never surrender to the Empire. Oh, yeah, I don't want to move him yet. Ash's group can stay right there.
Fight it out.
Is it because I was focusing on leader? This dark quest takes them right out. It's like if you're watching Monty Python and the Holy Grail. What is the quest you're on? Like when they get to the bridge scene and he just keeps asking them that question. What is your quest? It's like a really weird question to ask someone in this day and age. Like, everybody's like, what the hell are you talking about? What's my quest? A very archaic way of speaking. so we have this set up so if they try to go back to the city, they run into Ash's group, and they're not going to survive. Oh, wow, there's a mermaid unit down here?
Fight it out.
Still mermaid units out there. I hope there aren't any more that are going to start recapturing the towns that I liberated. Ah, that'll suck. I guess the only thing I could do at this point is just wait around and see. Yeah, I feel like you should have healed yourself before you healed the golem. We have successfully won again. Night rolls around again.
Fight it out.
I feel like we're coming up on the end of their units, though. They just don't seem to be coming out anymore.
Fight it out.
But they could ruin my plans if there are more Ogre units. Yeah, take that. So Golem theoretically can clean up the octopuses and then take out the Valkyrie will take out the mermaid. Well, that's one miss, which sucks. And their leader is down. So hopefully this golem will actually do something and not allow them to escape. Alright, there's one of them. You still get another attack, so please take out this other octopus. Aw, you have failed me, Golem. I should just terminate him from the army. He's failed me from last time. I'm done with him. Where are they going to retreat to? Alright, we got some buried treasure.
Find out.
We found Royal Crown. Alright, we got Royal Crown. Alright, it's Canopus. Let's go down to here. And what did we get? Got the Burning Man for that earlier drop. Fire plus 6 and Ice minus 4. Probably just going to sell this later. And we got Royal Crown. A helmet imbued with the protection of the Holy King. Defense plus 7 and white plus 13. I think I will put this on my vampire until I get the item that I'm looking for on him. Just help out with that tanking. Because he is weak to hold. And having more physical is always good. No. All looking good now. Holy City of Razone?
Liberation.
Yes, we get the Magician card.
Thank you.
Or Merlin. No. Avalon Island has a legend that all the dead souls of warriors gathered at this island. They sleep an everlasting sleep on this island, protected from the forces of evil. Alright, let's hunt down this octopus. I just don't want you going back to base. Where is it? Oh, okay, there it is. Should run right into it.
Fight it out.
I don't think I'm going to take too much damage to my charisma and alignment for taking this down. Worm Bro, let's go! He's low level, so he just takes it. Alright. What a champ. Alright, where are you coming from? Well, anyway, I want to go right here. There's a hidden temple there. It looks like Canopus is going to run right into... Oh, maybe not. But he is going to run into Ash's group. Kind of have to just hold position, though. Petrified Elf Dragon. Oh, this reminds me of something I'm going to show after this battle, because I was talking about it in a previous episode, and then I never showed it. Do I have any of them 7-leaf boots? Also, do I actually care about that? I think I do, actually. So I'll just burn them to get Schneider's group up there. Teleportation. Alright. We'll send Ash down somewhere. Okay, so if you click on a city, it's going to show you the population. Now the cross is actually the alignment of the city. Or... I don't remember now. Is it the cross or the heart? I think it's the cross is the alignment of the city. So you have to have a group roll in there with a higher alignment than them. So their alignment is mid, and I think that's morale is the heart. So every city has a different value. This one is high and high, so you just have to roll in there. So there's a population of 11,436. Has I'm gonna have to look these up. An alignment and morale of high, and then how much they're going to donate in taxes per day in goth kids, apparently. 10,374 for this city, and down here they're going to give us 9,211. And in the case of Gun Talk, if it has a shop or not. Our Rochefell temples do not donate money because they are neutral. We got mid and high here. We get somebody that has a low on them. No, they're all high. So yeah, they're very high. They're all drug addicts. Tolgen very high. About this city over here, all high, all very high stuff. No. Well. Actually, you can look at the boss town. They have low morale here in Omdo. So yeah, they have low, mid, or high. I've always found it interesting that they list the donation amount for the city that the boss is on, even though you can never collect this, because as soon as you liberate this town, the stage is over. In every single case.
Fight it out.
Oh no, maybe that's where the bonus money comes from. I don't know how that's calculated. I never really gave a shit about it. Alright, we will get you guys. Make your time, you cannot survive. as they said in that shitty translation for Zero. Hey, illegal fire breathing again. Can we finish them off, though? That's the real question. Maybe, because we got a second dark quest. Alright, excellent. Alright, let's send Ash back up here to free this city. I think we might have gotten him. Until he sees another enemy unit, he says. Alright, we found a Roshfell temple.
Find out.
Which is very excellent, and we liberated it.
Liberation.
Give us a good card. The Lover's card, alright.
Thank you.
Yoss frame up by 2 points. I don't need this card.
私は大神官フォーリスの娘アイーシャです。黒騎士ガレスが来たと聞き、慌ててアバロン島に帰ってきましたが、遅かったようです。ガレスに一矢を報いようと、ここでチャンスを伺っていました。どうか私を反乱軍に加え、母の敵を取らせてください。
So this is Ayesha. She wants to join to kill Gareth because he killed her mom and she lives for vengeance. So, yeah. What if we tell her no?
そうですか。残念
It's
です。
just too bad. So we don't get her if we tell her no. So we want to tell her yes.
ありがとうございます。命の尽きる時まで、私はあなた方と共にあります。
Alright, so we just recruited Ayesha, who is a monk from the Roshfell Temples, who is very mad at Gareth for killing her mom. So we will resolve that eventually. Yeah. Empress card. Is this good for us?
Lucky.
Charisma 1 point up. Yes, that is indeed good for us. An ogre is a legendary evil demon. It's not human, and it prefers to be in the dark instead of the light. It loves to fight against love and justice. It is a true savage. I don't know if they really exist or not, but even though we can't see the gods and demons, they live on in our hearts. So maybe ogres are just humans who lost their souls in the darkness. Let's continue liberating, because there's another day out there, and Canopus has to find this loot too. Canopus, find loot. Alright, we found loot immediately.
Find out.
Alright, we get the white garb. I don't know what that does. Let's continue sending him on loot finding quest, because there's more down here. So what does this white garb do for us? Defense +4 and white +3. Interesting. Probably gonna sell that off later. But we have picked up Ayesha over here. She starts off as a priestess at level 10. Has a higher int and obviously a different color because she's a unique hero class character. She's actually really good because she does have that higher int growth than her generic clerics out there. She comes with 2 knights and the mermaids. I'm not going to talk about the mermaids right now. I'll talk about them when I start using them. But we do want to deploy her. Damn, that's an expensive unit. We'll just move up here. Alright, we liberated the Roshfell Temple.
Liberation.
And then I'll snag that city in a moment. Alright, all good cards so far.
Lucky.
More HP, that's good. Alright, found an item. The Ring of Power! So we have the One Ring for the Lord of Rings. High Priestess Phyllis had but one child, the daughter she called Ayesha. In Avalon, any girl who turns 16 and wishes to become one of the priesthood must embark on a pilgrimage. It's been 2 years since Ayesha went on her journey. She may not know about her mother. She definitely knows about her mom. So, I guess she's 18 now because they said when you turn 16. So she's either 18 or older at this point. Okay, the Cyan. And she's very filled with rage at Gareth. Ah, we got a tower card at the end, of course. Boo! Alignment 2 points down. No, we don't want the card. The High Priestess of Avalon the High Priesthood of Avalon have always been women. Priests are constantly in battle against the Empire to preserve justice. They fight out of love. High Priestess Fullest gave her life to Gareth to protect her teachings. But now we have a revenge priestess. Alright, let's send everybody else back. Need them, they're just gonna eat funds.
Liberation.
And a death card, of course. Ooh, indeed. 2 points down. Have you seen the Black Knight Gareth? I've never seen such a dreadful warrior before. His body is completely covered with black armor. He reminded me of legendary ogres. Just thinking of him makes me shudder. Alright, Schneider, go back to base. I think we are good on every front. And we got the buried treasure, too.
Find out.
Alright, we got a lightning bow. Most of these bows and crossbows and shit are useless. I don't think I've seen a single one of them that have added any appreciable stats. The Ring of Power. So we get strength plus 18 off of that. Very nice. Into -7, so this is definitely for some melee units. No element, though. Lightning Bow. Thunder Elemental, strength plus 7. What could you say? Probably gonna sell that off later. Come on, Schneider, you can do it. Get back to base. Save me cash. Alright, we lost like 60,000 in taxes. But we made 60,000, so that's all good. Alright, so kind of run out of days here to keep staying on this map. Yeah, why not? I think at this point it's just gonna start taking my reputation to stay around longer. So we're gonna send Ayesha up to fight the boss because she has unique dialogue. But she's very mad at him.
私は大神官フォーリスの娘アイーシャ。大陸の平和を乱すばかりでなく、愛しい母の命を奪うとは、母の敵を取らせてもらう。
お前のような小娘が俺を倒そうというのか。よかろう。相手をしてやる。神がどんなに非力なものなのか、その体で思い知るがいい。
Fight it out.
I should have reformed this group to put both mermaids in the back, but I don't think it really matters. I don't really have a chance of winning this battle because this is a bad group comp, and they're kind of underleveled for this, and Gareth has 2 black dragons. Now, look at this. It's just not... it's not a good battle. So we'll cast this Blizzard on him. And then we are so scared we're going to run away. Ayesha just couldn't do it. She couldn't get her revengeance. So, we're gonna send in an actual hero. But I need to fix my formation to kill bosses at this point. No, I don't want that formation. The cleric in the front is gonna be hilariously bad. I love when I flub it like that. Alright, so we're gonna go right for this guy.
貴様らがデボネを破った反乱軍か。要塞と化したゼノビア城をあっさりと落とすとはなかなかやる。ここで貴様らを倒さなければ後々厄介なことになりそう。もっとも貴様らにこの俺を倒すことはできんよ。不死身の体を持つ黒騎士ガレスをな。
Yeah, so apparently, according to him, he's immortal. Alright, so we want to do the usual, throw down the star cards so our accuracy goes up. Are we focusing on the leader? Or am I dumb? Well, it doesn't matter, I can fix it at this point. Yeah, focus leader, we're good.
Sonic Boom!
Doesn't look like we're going to be able to kill him without
Sonic Boom!
Card, so I'm going to do just that. Extra actions for the win. Okay, that is illegal acid breathing.
Sonic Boom!
Alright, we're doing good. Don't miss the next one.
Sonic Boom!
All too easy.
This そんなバカなことがあってたまるか。うわ。だぜ。必ず俺は貴様らを地獄へ送ってや。
So if you're interested, yeah, we actually did kill him there. He's not immortal. He didn't retreat like Tristan did. He wasn't very smart. Ooh, an extra 43,000. Let's go. Alright. I like what I'm seeing here. Alright, so let's go back there and see what the locals have to say. If they have to give us any items or anything. Or if they're going to drop any additional lore. Let's get our formation fixed too. Oh, I just want to move. Thanks to you, Avalon Island has finally achieved peace. Alright, very peaceful around here. So in the Arthurian legend, Avalon is where they took them after the strife of Avalon, after he had struck down Mordred. So, you are the rebel army that's cast the blah blah blah, yeah, we already heard about this. We are very good, and the Empire is very bad. But yeah, they supposedly took it here, and depending on whatever version you read, either Morgan Le Fay was trying to help him or somebody else, or in that 1998 movie, he just dies on a hill. Like, what? There are two routes to enter the Empire. One is north through the Castellation Sea to Denove Desert, or District. The other one is west through Horai. Either route you take, you will still need to go through Fort Alamo. Alamut? I think that's how it's pronounced, or spelled at least, in the Yes and Yes version. Island has always used force for rule, but never in their bloodlust have they shown such savagery as today's empire. Empress Endora was never like this. But Gareth draws his power from evil spirits and gods of death like ogres of legends. I don't know why Highland has gone this far to establish the sacred Zetanidian Empire. The Major City must be the key to everything. Yeah, so Gareth actually is Endora's son, and we just killed the fuck out of him, so interesting times. And she is the Black Queen that the game's talking about. Thanks to you, Avalon Island has finally achieved peace. Are they going to say the same thing that the other Rothschild Temple said? If they do, I will be severely disappointed. Yeah, we know. Avalon Island has achieved peace. Thank you very much. You are hero. Oh, that reminds me. Let's remove Warren. And then remove just about everybody else from this group. Except the skeleton, we'll keep him. Let's add Warren to this group. Where is he? Now, let's register it, and then let's remove him from the group. Steinberg the Wizard. Oh, I totally fucked that up. Damn it. Alright, let's add Warren. Oh, this is gonna fuck up the... Oh no, he'll get to group number 3 back, okay. Yes. Alright, so let's deploy the Warrens. Doesn't really matter where I deploy him. Alright, let's just go on an undead recruiting spree. It's 2 ghosts, which we haven't seen yet. Let's add those to the back row. And then send them back. We wasted money for a good cause. Or an evil cause in this case. And then let's redo this. Alright, we have level 12 guys now. We have Andy the Ghost and Johnson the Ghost. And Comley the Skeleton and Brody the Skeleton. So let's remove you. I said yes, right? Because I want to add that failed sorcerer back in here as mostly a placeholder. Am I screwing up again? Steinberg the Wizard. Alright, so let's change the leader back to Steinberg. And then remove Warren and put him back into the other group. very complicated things that I'm doing here. Alright, so now we have the 2 evil units, and this evil unit definitely has to avoid any clerics or angels. Alright, so let's add... Where is it? Down here. Now, I'm just leaving Steinberg in there as a placeholder for later in the game when I get a better wizard. And that's gonna just be the way it is, I guess. Also, I'm gonna remove the mermaids out of this group. I don't think I'm gonna get much use out of Ayesha's group until later. And then let's add a mermaid as the unit leader. 77, 68, it doesn't really matter. Let's go with you because you have a more exotic name. And then I will add what are these octopus here? Alright, you're definitely better. And get one of those girls in the group to serve as a cleric. Because I put a knight in this group, but I think putting a cleric in this group would be better. Let's go with you. And then we'll pick up a different unit later in the game for that unit. Alright, so let's fix formations so that we're protected in the back row. Alright, good stuff so far. So I just have to visit the rest of the towns around here. Thanks to you, Avalon Island is finally achieved peace. Oh wow, much information. It says the same thing. So that leaves 3 more cities. I have a favor to ask of you. Will you hear me out? Yeah, sure, why not? Please, stop Prince Tristan. We heard about you and the rebels, and he left for the Empire with his little unit. The Empire will kill him. We must stop him. Please, stop Prince Tristan. Alright, we have to stop Prince Tristan. First, I have to visit this city. Yeah, we have a lot of peace in Avalon Island. Doesn't look like they're going to say much else other than we're very peaceful right now. Gareth has been slain. You have freed Avalon. Alright, we still have a lot of peace over here. So, last city is down here. And can I beat tax time? Come on, you're going to be cutting it close. A few days ago, an old magician came to visit the late High Priestess. He was very upset when we told him of her fate. The magician's name? I think his name was Borgnine. I can't remember if that's very relevant. Alright, so we just want to save an 8.